Welcome to Thriving in Love podcast, a relationship podcast that doesn't let you settle in love and encourages you to think outside the box to create a unique love story so you and your partner can thrive in love. I'm your host, Sana Akand, relationship expert, speaker, and writer, and I empower women to step into their feminine energy so they can attract healthy relationships and thrive in love. So it's only fitting that today's episode, I tell you exactly what I do with my clients. And if you're interested in working together, I offer a complimentary coaching call to see if we vibe. You can head to the description below to click on my Calendly link and book a call, and I can't wait to meet you. Okay, so today's episode is a really juicy one because it can either trigger you or it can inspire you. Either way, feminine and masculine energies are a really hot topic lately, and there's a lot out there that isn't accurate, and I hope to invite you into the truth of feminine and masculine energies. Before we begin, I just want to start by saying that feminine energy does not mean submissive, and you do not need to be a financial provider in order to be in your masculine energy. Now that we clear the air, let's get into what it actually means to be in your feminine energy and what it means to be in your masculine energy, whether you are working on it on your own or with the context of a long-term relationship. Feminine energy is when you are rooted in your truth, tapped into your inner wisdom, and in alignment with your intuition and your gut feelings. You know you're in your feminine energy when you have emotional intelligence and you have a regulated nervous system. You know your worth, you prioritize your self-care because you know the more you pour into yourself, you become more whole and your wholeness pours into others, and you know your worth does not come from external validation, external possessions, or your external achievements. You know you don't need anything or anyone outside of you to feel loved, worthy, and fully validated in your authentic self. Your worth, love, and acceptance comes from deep within yourself, and it exudes in everything that you do, from your relationships to your career to just how you show up and work and walk in this world. You champion your most authentic self because you know expressing your freest self gives others permission to explore and express their authentic selves as well. Let's get into masculine energy. Masculine energy is when you are rooted in peace and you are secure in your confidence. A healthy masculine energy is one that knows how to balance your ego. There's no arrogance because his worth does not come from external validation. It comes from deep within his soul because he knows that he is worthy of all of his desires through dedication, determination, and hard work. He does not brag about his hustle. He is humble and he is hungry and he is determined to chase after his goals. The most important thing in a masculine is that he knows where he is going and he has a set plan for his life. He does not compare his success to others because he is dedicated to his unique path. And at the same time, he has a soft heart and he is compassionate because he is in tune with his emotions and he has enough confidence to hold a safe space for your vulnerabilities as well as sharing his own vulnerabilities. So, how do we tap into these energies within ourselves? Every single one of us is capable of tapping into our feminine and masculine energies. Think of it as your right side and your left side, your yin and your yang. You have the power to balance these energies within you and activate your full divinity. When you do learn how to balance these energies, you become unstoppable. You don't let society's timeline or pressure stop you from chasing your goals. You don't get fixated on the destination. You know that the beauty is in the journey because as you go on the journey, you're going to pick up so many tools and resources that are going to just make you appreciate your life and the people around you. You follow your intuition over what society is telling you to do, and you don't look to others to tell you what your next step is. You tap into your intuition and you follow that gut feeling and you take aligned action based on what your intuitive nudges are telling you to do. And you don't completely avoid your ego. That's where the masculine energy comes in from. You learn to use your ego as the thing that drives you towards what you're scared to do the most. You say thank you to your ego for bringing up your greatest fears, and you leap anyway, because you know that the more a decision scares you, the better it is for your evolution. You are rooted in your truth, you are secure in your worth, and you ooze charisma everywhere you go. And you know when to ebb and flow between your masculine and your feminine energies so that you can live in harmony and peace within your mind, body, and soul, bringing you into alignment with your individual unique journey. The more that you align with your path, the more you become a magnet for all of the right opportunities and the doors open for you, so that you know where to go next in order to keep moving forward on your journey. Now let's talk about how we can make these energies work in the context of marriage. We no longer conform to traditional gender roles where the woman is the nurturer and the man is the provider, because now we have two individual beings who have activated their feminine and masculine energies within themselves, and they both have a soul mission or purpose or creative project that they need to step into. So modern day marriage means two individuals who are dedicated to their full potential, and they choose to come and do life together in the middle, hand in hand, when it comes time to enjoy life, explore new places and things, and learn new lessons that they need in order to thrive in their individual purpose. And when you have two awakened souls that are consciously aware of their thoughts and emotionally intelligent enough to master their emotions, that is when the magic happens. You know that the role of your romantic partnership is to trigger you and trigger the inner areas within yourself that still need a little attention or that need to be alchemized into something else, like a lesson or a gift or a tool. And you stop taking things personally, and you know that every time you get triggered by your partner, it's actually a gift, and you become so grateful. It's an invitation to dive deeper into your inner work, which is only going to help you evolve further and faster. The entire point of relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic, is to mirror your inner world so we can unlock more levels of our evolution and growth. You become two individuals who know how to take care of yourselves. You're not relying on anyone or anything outside of you to be happy. So you have healthy boundaries and you come together for joy and connection. A conscious partnership transcends physical touch and allows two individuals to truly connect on a mind, body, and soul level. You are stimulated by each other's mind because you know that your differences are an opportunity to expand your consciousness and actually broaden your horizons. So instead of fighting over your differences, you actually invite them and you get curious about them. And you know when to put your ego aside and tap into your nurturing self and connect vulnerably, hold space for vulnerable conversations, honest conversations. And you know that it's always better to speak your truth than hide what you mean or what you actually want to say, and you don't fall into passive aggressive behavior because you know that brushing things under the rug is actually just asking for a bigger argument or a fight later on. And when you are dedicated to your path, you do not have time to waste. So the quicker you get to the root cause of your issues, the faster you can alchemize that into wisdom. And you're not afraid to share your feelings because you're not relying on the other person to make you feel better. You're truly just sharing your feelings so you can let the other person know where you're at, offer them the opportunity to support you on a deeper level. And as for the spiritual connection, which is my favorite part because the connection transcends physical closeness in terms of your physical vessels. I am telling you, when you activate the divine within you, you start to speak to their soul from your soul. So when you get into a meditative state, I'm telling you, I can feel his wisdom being shared with me. We don't need to be in the same physical place place when this happens. Your divine masculine counterpart energy is not just in your romantic partnership, but it's also in your success, the money, the career that you have, the way you show up in your world. It is everything in your external reality. The feminine has a lot to do with the inner work, and the masculine has a lot to do with the external work. And when you are in union with the healthy masculine energy within you and within your partnership, your entire world shifts into a positive experience. You're less triggered by others because you become consciously aware and emotionally intelligent, and you know where to spend your time and energy based on what makes you feel drained or what makes you feel inspired and motivated. So you don't waste your time with energies of people, places, or things that do not serve you, and you're able to have more space to spend on people, places, and things that fill you up, creating your entire external reality into a positive experience. And the best part about a conscious partnership, in my opinion, is that the more the feminine heals her inner world, the more success her masculine counterpart gets in his external world. The deeper I did my healing work, and every time I unlocked a new level in my inner journey, my husband got promoted, or he got a raise, or he increased his income or his title in some way, shape, or form, or he got an opportunity that he wouldn't have had otherwise. And that's why they say behind every successful man is a brilliant woman. It's just so true, because the more she does her inner work, the more she takes care of herself, the more she taps into her feminine energy, her partner is going to grow in his physical reality. However, now in modern day marriages, both people are actually evolving and growing in the external. And this is why it's becoming more of an equal energy exchange versus traditional gender roles. And I know this may be so woo-woo for some of you, but trust me, they say happy wife, happy life for a reason. Because when a woman is confident and secure in herself, she raises her vibration, which raises the vibration of everyone around her. And then she fills herself up with so much love. And when a woman is truly in her feminine power, that love expands all around her. Women hold so much power, and they've been trying to take this power away from us. And I hope you guys know that the more you deny your own power, the more you just abandon your true nature of divinity and sovereignty and your right to connect with your divine power and improve your life and the life of the people that you love. So before we wrap up, I want you to sit with me for 5 minutes, close your eyes, and think about what it would feel like if you were a queen and the possibility of your partner being a king. What would your relationship feel like if you knew that you were both fully engaged in your individual passions? How much more fun would you have if you didn't have to worry about taking care of each other's basic needs, and you knew that they were able to take care of themselves and you can just truly enjoy life together? How free would you feel if you knew that your time together was being spent on your passions, your joys, connecting intimately, and knowing that you don't have to take care of each other and you can both thrive on your own and enjoy thriving in love together? I guarantee you that this life is possible, even if it may not seem like it's possible right now. I have truly transformed my marriage from feeling so burnt out from being the caretaker, taking care of the household, feeling like I was alone, feeling like I was relying on my husband just for my own core basic needs, and feeling like we needed each other, versus now it truly feels like we get to choose to be together, and we are two beings that are fully capable of being on our own if we wanted to. But that choice is what keeps that desire alive and the intimacy deep, and we stay connected because we choose to be connected. I know my husband is fully capable of taking care of himself, and he knows that I am fully capable of processing my own emotions. When we need each other, we are there to support each other. And when we are navigating our own worlds, we know that the other person is always there when we need them to be. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please give it a rating and a review. It really helps me a lot. Also have an Instagram page, which I just started for the podcast, at Thriving in Love Pod. So if you could follow me there, that would also be super helpful. And I think I'm going to start putting these episodes up on YouTube. So if you prefer to watch the episodes over listening to just the audio, stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope to see you next week on another episode of Thriving in Love.